G'day and welcome to IG versus Xtreme Gaming. Game 2 in this upper bracket, quarterfinal TI11 qualifiers for the China region. Game 1 did go over to XtremeGaming with a position 1 troll who managed to take over the game very easily, really, in the end. And just a lot of map awareness, particularly from PYW, who just dominated on an Earth Spirit. So in the second draft, initial bans, Undying and Lone Druid. Once again, I don't value an Undying ban. I think it's a bit of a waste. Death Prophet, Rubik, and we see the Shadow Demon ban as well from the second phase come out. With the first phase Rubik ban, I mean, that really does show your intentions. They grab the Enigma straight away. So Enigma and Omni Knight for the side of XtremeGaming, Marcy and Kunkka grabbed up for IG. Kunkka very, very strong. We see it a lot out of the China region with the X mark, a lot of control, does stop heroes being picked that are, you know, blinkers, PA, AM, the Quap particularly doesn't really like playing against an X mark. Just pulls you straight back in. So somewhat of a counter pick preemptively for any of those heroes that might come out. But Marcy, we did see potentially run as a POS 3 in the earlier match today, but 4 in the last one. So we'll have to see whether that ends up being a 4 or 3. Kunkka's most likely going to be the mid being played by Emo. But a core Enigma plus a 5 Omni Knight likely to be on the cards. Now, between an Enigma and an Omni Knight, that does really give you a very strong start to this draft. Now, you've got strong team fight. You have push with the Eidolons. You can farm quickly on the Enigma. But whoever you really want to protect in this draft is probably not going to be the Enigma, because they're going to be rather sitting more in the back lines to try and get off that black hole. The Omni Knight will be there to protect them. So probably an agility-based hero that benefits from having a little bit extra survivability. The one that stands out to me the most is probably the Void. If you can get a Heavenly Grace on a Void and just allow him to get that backtrack off and pump out the Chrono and turn around, that one makes a lot of sense. Second round bans, the Respect ban, PYW, the Earth Spirit is taken out, plus Paparazzi's Shadow Fiend. So a little bit of intimidation from that last game from IG, and this is always the problem with losing game 1 in a best of 3, that you lose a game and you sort of go, well, I want to get rid of those heroes. I don't want to have to fight them again because they were so good, and then because you end up spending your bans on those, you open up the draft for the team that won game 1. AA is banned. It's a little bit unusual just to see an AA ban. I guess there is an Omni Knight, and there'll be a Vlad's coming out on the Enigma carrying those auras at some point. So I get the AA ban. I just wonder whether it's a little more targeted. There might be something else coming in the draft of Xtreme that is more healing orientated. Shadow Demon banned as well, so hard save being taken out. Batrider is still available. I'd love to see some sort of core Necro being picked here for the side of Xtreme and just really push those sort of auras to the max. Get Enigma with the early Vlads, Omni Knight sitting behind, Necro healing up, and just try and barrel down some towers early. Okay, so the Venge pick is there, countering the Enigma. Now, we once again come to a point in the draft where we say, does Enigma in this draft turn into a support? Does this become a 4 Enigma, a 5 Omni Knight, and you pick yourself something different? Because Venge is just so good at counting this Enigma. Even if the Enigma gets to a point where you get a BKB Lincolns and you can stop that Vengeful Spirit swap from coming out, the Venge just swaps the ally. Venge just swaps the ally and you're perfectly safe. And you get to a point in the game where as a core Enigma, you're countered by a 5 Vengeful and you can just never use that black hole. Pudge is picked, so likely to be the POS 1. I guess it could be mid as well, but we more likely see the POS 1 Pudge these days with the current changes to the damage block.
10 seconds remaining.
So it wasn't a necro core pick, but it was a Pudge. It's close enough. You know, I'd love to see a Pudge and a necro. Now there would be something else. XtremeGaming, I'm sending you the thought patterns right now. Get that core necro and the Pudge out in the same draft, and maybe we'll have something super special here. Just a core they can't really fight around. Earthshaker. Wow. Okay, this is a scary draft from XtremeGaming with an Earthshaker on top. So Pudge is going to be in the front lines, just with the Heavenly Grace being protected by the Omni Knight. There'll be Enigma sitting off to the side, maybe with some auras, but a Blink Dagger most likely as well. Earthshaker looking to initiate or counter initiate. The only thing spoiling the party right now is this Vengeful Spirit. Now, I would love it if XtremeGaming made this Earthshaker a core. Put the Enigma on the support, and then all your eggs aren't in the same basket with this Enigma. The Vengeful Spirit is a very, very strong counter to Enigma.
Dire team ban.
So I've seen it occur so many times, and teams seem to think they can get away with picking a core Enigma into Avenge, and maybe Xtreme can, but it's very, very risky. Razor, 4th pick for IG. So getting pretty much a full duration link off on Pudge in these fights is the main target. Saying that though, Pudge doesn't really right click a lot. It's more the hook damage, the eat damage, plus the rot that's going to be doing the work once that Aghanim Scepter comes online. So normally Razor is picked as almost like an anti-hero to a Lifestealer or a Troll. Something that, you know, normally melee, strong melee right clickers that rely on dealing damage with the right clicks. The Razor is the pick, but I don't really see that here. Razor is a good lane dominator. And he will steal a lot of damage from Pudge and hopefully be able to deal it back out once he has a BKB and can survive. Maybe that's just the plan, knowing that Pudge is going to want to be in the middle of the fight. Just pick a Razor and try and capitalize on getting a bunch of damage from him.
5 seconds remaining.
Ember is banned out from XtremeGaming, thinking that IG are still thinking about their mid hero. Or maybe in a safe lane Ember. I'd be thinking that this Kunkka is most likely in the mid lane. Razor, probably the off lane. So for me, that's an interesting ban from XtremeGaming. Potentially knowing something about the draft of IG that I'm not seeing from this perspective at the moment. IG though do ban the PA, so they're once again thinking that this is a mid Pudge and not a safe lane Pudge. Uck taken as well. I really thought Emo was the specialist Kunkka player for IG, and he'd be taking that Kunkka mid.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So we're seeing a core Marcy support Kunkka. Safe lane Razor, off lane Marcy, support Kunkka and Venge, and then they're picking their mid laner last. This is the only sort of combination I can see that Xtreme are potentially looking at. Either way, Puck and Ember, great bans. Certainly heroes you don't want to be fighting up against with your draft that Xtreme currently have at the moment. Both teams might have just sold the bluff to the other about what their last pick is here. I certainly think this Pudge is more likely to be safe lane than mid. Just hope beyond hope that this Earthshaker becomes a core and the Enigma is the support in this situation against the Vengeful Spirit. Of course, IG spending quite a lot of time on this ban, but not just considering this ban, but also the follow-up pick to go with it. Bop taken out. I'm intrigued to see what these final picks are, because certainly the bans are indicating something different from what I'm seeing on the draft. 43 seconds reserve time available for Extreme.
10 seconds remaining.
Omni Knight, the
5
core Earthshaker
seconds
would
remaining.
benefit from having the Omni Knight behind him as well. Particularly if he, got that Aghanim Scepter. Became quite mobile and did a bit of damage themselves. Could get in, get out with that Ags and sustain with that Heavenly Grace. Extreme certainly don't want to pick a right-clicking hero that Razor, now that Razor's already been shown. I called it early, but Necrophos. I'd love to see a Necro with this Pudge. It's the Husker, it's not far from Necrophos. Okay. But I think the Huskar's the mid, right? So it is the safe lane Pudge. I don't think it's going to be a safe lane Husker, so I'm not sure with what that PA ban was from IG. They did go back for the Quap as the secondary ban. Maybe they just didn't quite judge the draft correctly at that point.
5 seconds remaining.
Last pick here, I'm certainly expecting a safe lane hero. Something that can match up early against the Huskar and Pudge aggression. There's a lot of aggression coming IG's way at the moment. This is a beefy draft. You got 4 strength heroes plus an Enigma. 4 brutes and a thinker, really.
Sniper.
You may now select your hero.
Sniper. Okay. So it's a PYW Earthshaker. So it is the 4 Earthshaker. Old 11 will take the 3 Enigma. DY on the 5 Omni. It is the 1 Pudge and the 2 Huskar. On the side of IG, Emo will take the Sniper mid. Ollie and FY with the supports on the Venge and Marcy. A little bit of delay at the moment, just considering what hero is going to be played where at the moment. Do they want a safe lane Kunkka? They're really delaying thinking about this.
10 seconds
I think
remaining.
realistically, probably take the safe lane Razor. Oh no, safe lane Kunkka it is, and the
5
off lane
seconds
Razor.
remaining.
Okay. I guess offlane Razor matches up against Pudge a little better in lane. Certainly something to think about. How do they deal with this Husker? I mean, Razor in itself with the physical damage is pretty good against Husker. Can sort of cut through him when he gets a little bit lower. Same with the Sniper. So they do have some solutions for this Paparazzi Husker. But do they have solutions for the Husker plus the rest of Extreme? I'm sort of doubting it at the moment. The only thing that I'm gonna say is in the favor of IG from the draft is this Vengeful Spirit. The Vengeful Spirit countering the Enigma is the single biggest element of this draft at the moment that was not addressed by Extreme. So I think XtremeGaming possibly taking a 2-0 here would be my prediction. We'll have to wait and see. IG will try and bring their best, but of course, XtremeGaming are the favorites here. They were the ones with the DPC points. They were the ones that were in Division 1. They weren't the ones that were battling through Division 2 to get to these qualifiers. Can I please have my camera? There we go.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, so moving out with under the cover of smoke, both teams in the mid lane. They actually will spot each other out. FY will dump the ward down. They'll suspect that each other have a ward hit. Actually, Hook from it. Do they have a way to get out from this? Yes, he does. The rebound. The Fisher into Hook. Not enough to get the first blood. Ollie came across just in time to offer a rebound target. FY will probably just run home. Or back to the tier 2. Will he go just to the tier 2 for the regen? No, we'll run all the way home and get that bonus regen. The Fisher level 1 and the Hook, not terrible level 1 skills, but maybe you would have been considering getting the Rot for the lane. Now, I love this meta at the moment. I love a whole bunch of big, tanky, strength heroes that Just want to get in and brawl. That's a great game of Dota. You love to see brawling heroes. Ollie and Fly sort of hang around off to the side. There comes the hook. They're gonna find Ollie this time. The first blood will go to Paparazzi. Fool me once, shame on you. Didn't get to fool him twice because that fissure hook combo did get the first blood in the end. Will look like Pudge is going to be heading to the offlane in this POS 1 position. PYW will be joining him there as the Earthshaker, blocking up that lane to begin. Lane switches are coming out for the time being. Emo, though, for IG will be playing mid as the sniper up against Paparazzi, playing on the Husker. Down in the bottom lane for IG, FY will be coming to support JT on the Razor. And in the top lane, Old 11 on the 3 Enigma, supported by DY with the level 1 Emerald Purity. Your damage. Start hitting down Ollie, and Fly will join him up here. The level 1 in the Tidebringer. Very good laning ability, good for harass. And we should be able to clear out some of these Eidolons. So, certainly something they thought about in the lanes in terms of dealing with these Eidolons. Hitting the Tidebringer. And look, the Eidolons have been sent back. Old 11 knows he's not going to be sacrificing his Eidolons here. Does bring him forward now that they're about to expire, but trying to bait out a Tidebringer and doesn't get one. Smart little intelligent play there. I love it when the players just show that they are thinking about every little element of the game and just trying to bait that Tidebringer hit. It's just a small cooldown, 13 seconds at level 1, but just trying to get a little more efficiency so he could respawn the Eidolons and start getting to work on the lane again. Bottom lane, JT will have the static link, so pretty good laning against a Razor. Hook level 1, just trying to get a side creep there. Secure the ranged, will do it. Good fissure from PYW to get that range creep. Very, very important to secure those range, get that early XP, and jump in with the rebound and the dispose back. Static link comes in, plasma field will slow him down. Will it be enough clicks? No, won't be enough. Lau will tango up. He's going to need a salve. PYW has nothing to offer him. And even though you don't get the kill, sometimes it's better not to get the kill. Oh, Hook actually grabs in FY, but this time I think he will go down. The Pudge falls, but not before getting a little bit of a trade. Actually, I didn't get the trade. FY's alive. I don't know what I'm talking about. Mid lane, Emo 8 and 4 up against Paparazzi's 8 or 9 and 2. So both heroes farming quite well there, as you would expect. In the top, the Pudge is actually TP top. They're gonna bring him in. Cut through onto the trees. Kunka stun comes out. Heavenly Grace try and get Pudge moving again. Old 11 doesn't have a stun. Fly. I think maybe he just could have run through. Hammer of Purity comes out. The Rot is here as well. Don't have enough. The hook was available. But he might have just tried to chase him down. So does that mean there's a rotation coming from Old 11 to the bottom lane? Possibly. Or is he just going to hit the jungle? Give bottom lane over to PYW to get some extra farm. They're certainly making a bit of a rotation early here at XtremeGaming. Not happy with the status quo of the lanes. And already Pudge is having a much better time. I think Old 11 is just happily farming here. I mean, Old 11... The Enigma is one of those heroes that can jungle early on. Certainly not something that they want, though, for this Enigma to have less farm priority. And he will end up TPing to the bottom lane now. Will the immediate TPs come out? Will the lane switches occur? They will see it. JT could TP along with Fly to get those lanes back how they want them again. I'll have to wait and see if IG want to continue to play musical lanes or if they're going to be happy with the new setup. They are switching it up. The Fly comes bottom. JT will probably TP top. Not before they try and get a kill. Dispose back. Static link through. Fly with the Tidebringer will have the additional damage. Torrent follow up as well, and JT will get the kill. Underneath the tower, FY will take a lot of damage, and the last hit doesn't quite get it. And IG have the lanes again that they want. So when you lose the musical lanes trade, you once you TP first, it just opens up for the other team to turn around with the TP and do what they want. JT will end up TPing to the top lane, although now the TP differences is quite high. I wonder if he does have another TP. He could just immediately TP bottom. Would be interesting to see these TPs keep coming out. Being a little bit of farm underneath the tower at the moment, so fairly happy with that situation. The Razor not offering too much pressure, and yeah, there it is. The TP comes again. Now try and do another rotation. Is there a Malefice? Hook gets him underneath the tower, and Ollie looking in trouble now. Flower will get another flesh heap stack, and to the bottom lane we go. Play the music again. Everyone's walking around the chairs. Here we go. Picks up the ring of health, and he's in the bottom lane. Oh, was that a TP just brought out to JT? It was. 31 seconds. So both teams just committing hard to keep getting these early lanes that they want. I wonder at what point it becomes not worth to keep switching. XtremeGaming, they haven't blinked yet. Maybe it'll be BIG who blinks first. They still haven't rotated. 5 seconds on the TP. I mean, they're almost behind on the TP timings now, so it's XtremeGaming who's actually getting the better go of these trades. Because he hasn't got a TP actually sent to him at the moment. If there's another switch here, I find this very intriguing. There it goes! The switch again. Razor comes to the bottom lane. They're going to try and get a kill though. Setting up with the X. JT's here. Will have the static link. Torrent to follow up. There's the Heavenly Grace though. DY's in. FY with the rebound stun. Disposed back in the middle of all three. This Pudge is taking a lot of damage. He's very tanky. Trying to walk it off. Being body blocked. Hooked in. Will he be able to get a trade kill? Won't be enough. So again, to the bottom lane. JT goes and Fly over to the top. Meanwhile, in the middle, kills are happening. Husker will die. There's a dispose back after rebound stun. PYW does get off the enchantment. Fissure to turn around actually gets the kill. And PYW carrying on with his form from last game. Enigma, old 11, TP's bottom. He's back here against JT's Razor. And Lau is back again at top. Oh dear. Fly has actually made his way running top. This isn't the matchup they want though. They want JT against the Pudge. I think they're finally going to give up. 7 minutes 21 in. They might give up the lane shenanigans eventually. While this has all been happening, Old 11's probably been the one getting the best out of here. Pudge and Old 11 both at the top, so these lane switches have not been good for the Razor and the Kunkka. Certainly much more advantageous for the side of Xtreme with these musical lanes early game. I think that's it. The TPs aren't being used again. I think they've decided that they have to let it be. XtremeGaming out persisted them with the lane swaps, and now they're just going to try and rotate on middle with Ollie and FY with the rebound. Level 1 in rebound at the moment. Sniper, Emo, plonking away on the tower. Fly's here as well, actually, as well as 4-man rotation mid. Emo does have a DD with the maxed out headshot, 3 levels in take aim. He didn't keep the catapult wave. Catapult alive, actually. Might not make a difference. The tower is falling. Down to a 3rd HP. He's just stunned. Comes out. There's no hook to follow this time, though. And with Fly rotating in as well with this Kunkka, securing the last hit, they will take this middle tower. IG say, you want to play musical side lanes. Look, you win. You win the side lane fight, but we're just going to take your mid lane tower. Do you want to rotate here? Is that what you want to do? Xtreme decide they'll just take the advantage that they get from this side lane lane switchery win and continue to scale up on this Pudge and the Enigma. Vanguard ready on Pudge, 3 levels in the Rot. I mean, it's a 1-2-2 build, so interesting to see that. There's a movement coming, 3-man. Try and catch out Pudge. He's just going to TP out immediately. Back to the bottom lane. I mean, I think that one is more of just a TP to escape, seeing they had the vision coming through, but this time Fissure Hook won't quite be there in time. PIW pops the clarity, does have the 3 in Fissure now. Boat coming through, just try to clear the wave. keep this tower alive for as long as possible. And it will do the job for the time being. Now 4 heroes bottom for the side of Xtreme. The tier 1 tower trade is possibly going to happen. 2 towers now in advantage of IG. Still none fallen for IG. Actually standing strong on. Hasn't taken a single tick of damage. There it is now. The creeps will start chipping it down. After 10 minutes, the tier 1 tower hadn't taken any damage. And with the Eidolons though, it will start to suffer pretty severely. This will be sacrificed just as it dies to increase the Eidolon push. Or just take out the catapult. There it is. And maybe start getting them to multiply. FY on the hunt with the illusion rune, being able to rebound off it. Nice little combo that he has there. Actually, not a bad hero to get the illusion on. Most heroes early on, you're a little bit disappointed when you get that illusion rune. You'd much prefer to get a haste or an arcane, but FY can use that illusion to rebound forward and potentially get a catch. Vlad's is ready on Old 11. Working into the Wraith pack, not too far away, about 800 gold. There is a 4-man smoke. IG moving into the bottom jungle. Fly in the lead. They will get the catch onto Enigma. Old 11 will easily fall down, and Lau's got to be careful. He's just farming up on the creep wave. He sees his Enigma get killed and will make his way away. Top lane, top jungle though, JT did manage to run away from the Fisher and Paparazzi. Now this Husker, we haven't really spoken about too much. He has an armlet. Working into the BKB, Rosh will be a target at some point. However, with losing an early tier 1 tower, it's pretty hard to just walk into Rosh. There are wards down. They're waiting to sort of see if he does do that. They want to counter it. One of the best timings you can get as an opposing team to a Husker is wait till he goes into the Rosh and then kill him while he's in there, just before he gets the Roshan kill. You take the Rosh and you get the Husker, and all of a sudden Huskar's timing, where he's pretty much unkillable around the map, can push through on the towers and just hit him and make more space for the rest of his team. It does get delayed significantly. 4-man smoke once again from IG. Fly in the lead. He has the X mark. Old 11 might be the target again. The X comes out with the torrent and the boat. Sniper hitting with the debuff from the Venge. It's too much. Off to the side. Suck is occurring. Rebound stun comes through onto Husker. Heavenly Grace will keep him in the fight and jumps through over onto JT. With the disarm, he's pumping the damage through. JT will go down. It's a 3-man echo in the middle of the fight. And Paparazzi will happily do the honors. PYW, that was even without a blink dagger. FY is still trying to run away. In fact, he might just have the movement speed. Yes, he will. And he'll be safely getting past his tier 1 tower. PYW, Earth Spirit last game. Earth Shaker this game. I mean, you might just have to ban everything with the name Earth in it, because he seems to be in tune with the ground beneath his feet. Just walked in and got the 3-man echo. Already level 3 in the aftershock.
Radiant are scanning.
Gonna deal a lot of damage, and he's so close to his blink dagger now. He's only 235 gold away. Oh, that's actually a really important timing. The Enigma Black Hole could be protected by a blink Earthshaker if he could find the Venge in the backline. JT working towards the BKB, has the Mithril Hammer. Not too far away now. About 1600 gold.
They share my form.
PYW, just go ahead and farm up that gold. Get those creeps. Are they going to leave this one for you? Please. Please. Paparazzi. Give him the creeps. He's so close to Blink Dagger. I guess it's not that useful until he gets Echo Slam up again in 53, so he should have it by that point. He'll go and grab some small creeps. He knows his place is to support. Not allowed to take a large cramp when a carry's around. I say. with thick sarcasm. So Ollie just has the Tranquils, not really moving into anything else at the moment. Old 11 completed the Wraith Pack, so lots of damage negation coming out, plus the auras from the Vlad. So going to be very strong to fight around this Enigma, whether or not this black hole actually is used. DY has the mana boots. Pig pole in the neutral item slot, give that a little bit extra stats. And actually maxing out the purification this game instead of the Heavenly Grace. We'll keep getting into it now. And that Heavenly Grace will be a huge benefit onto this Huskar or the Pudge. And Lau on the Pudge is close to the Aghanim Scepter. Only 2,000 gold away now. Oh, there's 3 bottom. Might try and catch FY. He's going to walk into a Pudge. He sees him right there. The stun comes out. Hook comes through. And the eat. The rebound maybe coming off just in cooldown. Disposes him back. JT. Oh, the rebound was mid-cast. And PYW gets the enchant totem as he flies by. It's a drive-by shaking from PYW. And 2-man smoke immediately coming out. Blink dagger. Level 1 echo is available. What are they looking for here? Do they want to try and get the catch on the mid lane? E1 tower is still standing. You bait this paparazzi Huskar and maybe you can get a decent movement out of it. Silently they're moving top. They do have the support of their team. They see Fly in with immediate echo. Follow up, Fissure to follow out, but there's the swap defensively. Ollie gets the job done, and they might actually both walk themselves out of this. Fly lives through the first blink echo. Had a BKB actually as well, so I think probably would have been fine to walk away, but with just the use of the Venge swap, the BKB is saved, and it'll be available again in 27 seconds. The Sniper is actually having a much better game than I was anticipating against a Huskar Earth or Huskar Pudge Earthshaker lineup. Sort of just getting away with farming wherever he wants around the map. Got the Mask of Madness, Dragonlance, building into a Hurricane Pike. Going to value that mobility this game. Understanding that if he gets to even hit with the damage that he has, just the headshot procs will probably be enough. Particularly in this early game against maybe an Omni Knight, Enigma, or an Earthshaker. Particularly if the Wave of Terror comes out and that -6 armor reduction is on them. URW still has Blink. Might scout him out. Fisher, thinking about it. Pump fakes, cancels. Ollie scouts with the Wave of Terror. He's off the mark. Scan is on the deck, so both teams know where each other is. Old 11 is somewhat baiting on the lane. 1500 HP. With the Black Hole and Wraith Pact ready. Notice we still haven't seen a Black Hole this game. It's almost impossible to get one when there's a Venge on the other team. BKB is finished on Paparazzi. Going to be moving into the Halberd, getting the Sange next. Give it that status resistance and additional strength. And Shard. Ow, whoa, PYW gets the Invisor and Sentry goes on the deck. He runs into the whole team of IG and they go immediately into the Roche Pit. Thinking they can take advantage of this. It's a bit difficult. And there we go, Marcy's going to have to pop the Unleash and uses the sidekick over onto JT to get the damage going. Half HP, I think. XtremeGaming are just going to let this fall. I think they have an idea it's happening. They've ward out the back, which might be catching a couple of spell usages in the pit. But knowing that it's not really their timing at the moment, they will just let it go. Enigma, what's his next item going to be? Is it just going to be a straight Lincoln's, perhaps? Might just need the straight Lincoln's if he wants to get any Black Hole off this game. Like there could be a smoke movement. The Aghanim Scepter is complete on the Pudge. So here we go. Additional rot radius and damage. Reduce health regen. And they're moving out. They want to fight right now. It's a strong timing for their team. The net worth is pretty even. Moving down, they find Blink Fissure, but Fly quick with the BKB. The fresh 9-second one will easily get him away. So it's a smoke for a BKB at this point. I think XtremeGaming will just go back to farming and keep scaling up, just trying to poke ahead in that net worth at the moment. Sniper is the real issue this game. Kunkka is not going to be the carry that's going to be dealing the damage this game. It's a pos 1 Kunkka, but only really in number. The Sniper who Emo is playing the mid lane is really the carry and farm priority hero this game for IG. He's the one who they're going to be looking to deal the physical damage later on. Fly is just going to be controlling. Run in with the BKB, get the halberd as well, try and control a bit of the damage coming out, get the run buff, you know, keep his team alive. That's what his plan is for this game. Certainly not at the moment building into a Daedalus, Daedalus try and clean house himself. So calmly these teams are just standing right next to each other. I think Oli and Old 11 both know that each other is here. It is daytime. PYW blinks in, gets the fissure, hook, comes out, follows up the 4-stuff, actually saves him. And remember, there is an Aegis on JT here. I'm not sure they want to fight. They catch out Fly, but the bench swap is there. That means a black hole can be used. He comes out. That's a BKB used, and the first life goes down. Hook, they actually catch Emo. The Sniper's been found. Oh, you don't want to be in amongst all this. Guardian Angel coming out on top, and that is a huge fight for XtremeGaming. They might even catch FY in the trees at the top. Yeah, PYW, Old 11, and Lau are on the hunt. Oh, he jumps back through. He's playing games, but they want another stack, another flesh heap on Pudge, and they'll get it. And Black Hole wasn't even used. Just the threat of the Black Hole, just holding it forever. Never going to use that Black Hole this game. It might just be a celebratory Black Hole as they win the match. Looking at how he's building his hero at the moment. He's certainly not getting a Blink Dagger, not prioritizing being able to get in. I think he's just going to wait until the swap is used and then attempt to use the Black Hole then. But that was the Aegis of IG, and quite frankly, XtremeGaming dealt with that easily. Yeah. Get the Dendy faces out in chat. Get the hooks. We're going to be seeing more hooks, or attempted hooks as well. Blink Dagger is ready on Lau, so he can miss those hooks from a closer distance. He's been actually pretty decent with the hooks this game, to be fair. Looking at the talents, took the 16% Rot Slow and the 10% Spell Lifesteal, so he wants to be tanky in the fights with this Aghanim Scepter. 120 meat hook damage is very tempting, considering it is pure. Yeah, that's a lot of burst. But 10% Spell Lifesteal, have to see what he goes for at 20. Paparazzi. Halberd is complete, and they use their timings once again. With Halberd ready and active, ready to go, they smoke up 4-man Enigma. Again, not in the smoke. It's just not part of this team at the moment. It's 4-man Dotes from XtremeGaming, and they probably don't even need him. They see Fly, stun will come out, hook, follow up. They're going to have to eat. The BKB actually comes out in time, but the physical damage is a little bit too much. There's no swap to save him. We'll get the torrent off, but that will be that. But once they find this Kunkka and there is no venge, no one can save you now, Master Kunkka. Captain well and truly went down with a shift. And while that was happening, Old 11 just A-clicking down the lane with the Wraith Pact. He's wasn't involved in that kill at all. He's just interested in the lane creeps and the towers.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
PYW going and moving into the Yules. I mean, I did call out for the core Earthshaker this game. We didn't get it, but we did get an Earthshaker that got a little bit of additional extra farm because of all that lane swapping that occurred. Now it's bottom lane. XtremeGaming haven't really even been on this bottom side of the map. In fact, I'd go to say Paparazzi is maybe down the bottom side of the map maybe once or twice in 24 minutes. But maybe they want to take over the jungle now. The circle is drawn. Take the jungle, take these 2 tier 2s, and then claim the next Roshan and be able to go high ground with it. Old 11 has a Lotus Orb looking for an Etherland. So no Blink, no BKB, no Lincoln Sphere. He realizes that if he goes down that line, so much of his net worth is just committed that can be countered so easily from the Vengeful Spirit. So instead, not going in on the Black Hole at all. I'll get Lotus, we'll get the Wraith Pact, and I'll just be an Aura Carrier. He's someone who walks around, pops down Midnight Pulses, the occasional Malefice, pushes lanes with Eidolons.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Fly will show under the effect of the X mark. Will actually walk almost back to exactly where the X mark started him.
Radiant structures are
And
fortified.
XtremeGaming, despite only being 4k gold to leave, feel much further ahead than that. With this Huskar, the BKB, they are feeling very strong. Blink, level 2 Echo Slam. They have the Pudge, Blink available as well. They'll just show Paparazzi and claim this tower. Hook. Lau does miss out on some fresh meat for the time being. It's a lot of damage, this Aghanim Scepter Rot. Particularly when you get the Rot slow, it's so much. You get on top of someone and they just can't get away. This bottom lane not pushed up far enough for XtremeGaming to take the bottom tier 2 tower at the moment. Ollie will do a little bit of scouting in the jungle, maybe hit a couple of creeps. No, he won't hang around for that long. Shard is on Ollie though, so the double magic missile stun. Very, very powerful. Often catches teams out, and that secondary stun will get the job done if in the right situations. So it's a double magic missile, which, you know, magic missile is one of the strongest, you know, in terms of damage, single target stun. So it's a lot of damage. Cast range is very good. It's reasonably small, you know, fast projectile as well. They're just blinking in. Lau's in there. Secondary stun actually catches Earthshaker, and PYW's in trouble. He's tossed back in. He will have an Echo if he wants to use it, but there's just BKBs around everyone. JT in the middle, sucking up Paparazzi's damage. Paparazzi, I don't think he's got enough damage, but the Flaming Spears might in the end do it. Lau is still just living under the effect of the rot, but he won't be able to walk away. Razor eventually goes down. Old 11. The Black Hole still not used. DY potentially getting away. Old 11 will get Blink. Triple kill for Emo. And it might be an Ultra. There's another stun in 3 seconds. I think he'll be dead in that time. He will. And I mean, it was all from this Shard. I was just talking about how good it is. The Shard comes out on the Pudge and it goes to second. Look, that was his ping. That was PYW's ping. He pings there. He says, oh yeah, I got caught by the secondary stun. And the whole initiation from the Earthshaker was completely ruined by this 1400 gold investment by Ollie. Huge moment in the game right there. 5 members dead for XtremeGaming, and now it's IG with the gold lead. Obviously, you get a little bit of surprise value from an item like that the first time you use it. PYW won't be caught out a second time so easily by that secondary stun on Venge. You'll be aware of it now, but sometimes in a game of Dota, it's a game of millimeters, and that one fight might just turn this whole game around. I do still think that XtremeGaming are strong, their position in this match, but certainly not as strong as they were a few minutes ago. IG are feeling pretty big for their boots there. They're up on this high ground. I think, yeah. XtremeGaming are happy to take the fight. They're going to run in. Careful of that stun. X comes out. They're going to get the damage. BKB, but it's not enough. Old 11 holding on to the Black Hole. Lotus as well. Sucks coming out over on a Paparazzi. The damage is coming through on his Huskar. There's the Black Hole. It's caught one on the back line. They're getting it full duration off on JT. It might not be enough though. Buyback from the Kunkka. Paparazzi's back in, and there's the 3-man. Huge echo. But it might not be enough. FY's punching away. Guardian Angel comes out. PYW turns around with the Enchant Totem. Buyback from the Pudge. Lau is in there. He wants that meat. There he goes. It's a buyback on Flyby. It's gonna be a dieback. And in the middle of that, Venge buys back as well. Hooky, hooky, hooky. Come over here. Ollie's running north. It's nighttime. Wow, he's sensing him. Thinks he's in the trees. Will he throw one more hook just for good measure? Maybe. Roche has spawned. Paparazzi not wasting any time, immediately into the pit. So buybacks used. 2 from the side of IG. Just 1 from XtremeGaming. They do use that black hole. They do get the huge Echo Slam off. It was enough to turn around the fight. Guardian Angel usage on point as well from DY. In fact, working towards an Agnum Scepter, increasing that duration, status resist, and global cast range, affecting buildings. Oh my, if he can get this Agnum Scepter on the 5 Omni Knight, and just think about what this does. That would be 10 seconds of physical damage immunity globally. Globally, plus 40% status resist. I mean, these are numbers that are just not seen. It's very hard to get on an Omni Knight. He farms very slowly from this POS 5, but he's only 1,500 gold away, 1,400 gold away even. Please, Old 11, give him the farm priority. Give him his gold. He's got a gem for the team as well. Ag's Guardian Angel from the Omni Knight. I think that will just be it, because Sniper and Razor, Kunkka, Marcy, Venge, it's a full physical damage lineup. What can they do when Guardian Angel comes out? What can they do? Particularly if it's global. He can be sitting in base, press that Guardian Angel, and his whole team gains 40% status resistance and 10 seconds of physical damage immunity. It's a big ulti. Looks like the tier 2 bottom is being sized up currently by Xtreme. Have the Aegis on Huskar. Paparazzi will make his way over. URW won't really show. X comes out from Fly. Actually, he gets Yuled into the air. Oh no! Fly, you outplayed yourself. The blinking Yules from PYW says, no. You're staying here with us. And Kunkka will not return to his team. And he's dead for 37 seconds. There's going to be some damage occur to this tier 3 tower. I'm thinking even it could die. He jumps with the BKB on FY. But there's the Guardian Angel. They don't have any damage. It's all physical. Swapped out on the Sniper. He will live for the time being. No, the Eidolon gets the last hit. PYW sitting off to the side. Paparazzi's just going ham. It's 3 dead. That's a Roche. Roche is still... Oh, the Aegis is still active. Lift comes out. Catapult does end up dying, but all the while, PYW, he's planned the ward. He's sitting on the side. Echo is ready. He's waiting it. They want to put this game away right now. They want to finish off IG. Out they get with the hook. Fly will get caught. The BKB is probably not going to be enough to keep him alive. Paparazzi getting hit from the sidelines. We'll have to back up. The Zarm comes out, but Fly dies to the rot anyway. And all the while, PYW is just sitting here holding this Echo Slam. Just waiting. Biding his time. Tier 2 is going to go down mid as well. They are just running it at the moment. Paparazzi, he knows he can't really die. Guardian Angel is actually up again in 33. I think he must have had... Oh, he's got a quickening charm actually. That's why it's up again so quickly. The Aghanim Scepter is available in 41 gold on DY. If this happens, there is no way IG can kill any of the heroes of XtremeGaming. It's all physical. It's all physical damage. They have a little window here with the Guardian Angel being down for 3 seconds, but the stun comes out. PYW will keep him alive. There's the Guardian Angel. What are you going to do now? Paparazzi pops the BKB. FY dies. JT pops the BKB. Tries to run it in. We'll get the suck off. Laudo standing in the front lines. Double stun. There is an Echo still being held. Aegis will expire. They're waiting for the respawn. Boat comes out, providing the run buff. We're starting to lose a couple of frames. Blink out from Paparazzi. We have a black hole and an Echo still being available. Server, please hold up for us now. I'm not leaving you. I believe in you, server. You can do it. Gonna have a little bit of slideshow Dota. Able to finish off this game. 16k gold lead now for XtremeGaming. Hudge did die there, but apart from that, they got a Rax, they got a tier 3 tower, and things are going their way. They still have their big ultis. I'm very hesitant to try and disconnect at this point because I suspect we may have a game over within 15 minutes. So I won't be able to get back in, so we're gonna sit here and hope and pray that we start to get a few frames back and that the servers over in China can pull back together. DY has the Aghanim Scepter. It's not yet level 18, but still 9 seconds. 40% status resist. The team is unkillable while that is active. It may as well be just 100% magic immunity. I mean, let's look at the spells. There's a plasma field. It deals magical damage. There's the torrent and the ghost ship. Tybring is not going to do anything. We have magic missile. Yes, the damage from Wave of Terror, 130. And Sniper Shrapnel and the Assassinate, if he has it leveled. Yeah, he does. I mean, all these spells are not high magical damage burst. It's the right clicks that all these heroes do that's what's scary. Emo level 20 takes the knockback distance on the headshot. Doesn't take the Shrapnel DPS, knowing that if this Guardian Angel comes out, that they don't have enough magical damage. They can't burst through when the Guardian Angel is active.
Bounty.
So really slipping down out of control for IG. 98% says Valve for the win probability. And Huskar with a blink plus the Lotus Orb himself. It's really hard for him to go down. So much armor on this team at the moment. Etherlens complete. BKB eventually coming out for Enigma. Has the Blink Dagger. Feels like eventually this BKB Blink might actually be useful. Venge having to use his swap on other targets. Now, I think that's what they baited, that they so long haven't used this black hole in the fights, that they're just making Venge use his swap on someone else. He's trying so desperately to get an Aghanim Scepter. Would help a fair bit. Top lane, JT is still farming, has the AC ready, moving in on the Satanic soon. Ollie, I think, yeah, he's swapping the Psychic Headband when he comes into fight. Fly has a completed Nullifier and a Blast Rig, but the gem is really, it's not going to be doing a lot of damage. Just really there for the control with the boat and the X. And XtremeGaming are pretty content just to keep farming at the moment. They're not really on a timer. With the counter of the Omni Knight and the physical damage, they can really take this as much as late as they want, because, you know, IG, they are all about physical. So it doesn't really matter how many items they get to buff up their physical damage. They have an Aghanim Scepter Omni Knight who's almost level 18. You get this level 18, extra second and reduced cooldown would make a big difference. Here comes the fissure, swap out from Ollie. That means that the black hole is active. In goes Paparazzi, wants to bait out all of them. There's a black hole on 4. It catches all of them. Hudge is hooking them in as well. BKBs are coming out. They're trying to turn around, but they just don't have enough. Venge buys back. 3 dead on the side of IG. And JT will try desperately moving up. Yules will catch on PYW. Out comes the Enchant Totem, the Fissure, the clicks, the Echo just for good measure. And there's GG. Emo calls it. Game 2 going over to Xtreme. They will progress in this upper bracket. IG dropping on down to the lower bracket. They will have a chance at redemption tomorrow.